Hey DV, I'm Ava.
And I'm Abby, and today is August 29th, 2017.
Let's take a look at the daily bolts of information. Are you having trouble signing up for dual credit? Here are the Rio Salado dual enrollment online registration steps. Please follow the flyer for instructions. Students must fill out the financial responsibility and consent form online. This will take Rio 3 to 5 days to process. Your account will be on hold in the meantime. If you have successfully enrolled in the classes, payment is due immediately. The Rio Salado team will be here August 29th and 30th in the library to help students who are having difficulty completing the enrollment process. The dual enrollment classes will be bringing the students to the library. Rio has gone to a new enrollment process, so please be patient as we work through the registration. If you have any questions, please contact Jake Hall, coordinator of dual enrollment, at 480-517-8783 or by email at jacob.hall@riosalado.edu.
It's that time of year again for hearing and vision screening. Our nurse is looking for anyone who would be interested in helping out. We have just over 1,000 students who will need to be screened this year. Please click on the DV website to sign up or help on one or both days. The dates are September 6th and 7th starting at 8 a.m. And if you have any questions, please contact Nurse Jen at jkkennedy@tuhsd.k12.az.us.
Seniors, if you ordered and paid for your senior jersey during the first round, it's available in the bookstore now. If you ordered and paid for your jersey during the second round, your jersey should arrive sometime during the first week of October. Please be aware that a third and final order will be placed just before fall break. So if you have not yet ordered an awesome jersey and would still like to do so, please watch and listen to announcements in the coming weeks for information telling you how to go about that.
Seniors, make sure you contact Lou Coopy Studios if you want to be in the class of 2018 senior section of the yearbook. Go ahead and ask your friends about their experience with the photo shoot. Schedule an appointment to get them done. You can contact the studio at 480-830-5667. The deadline will be here before you know it. Here's a story you don't want to miss. Let's see what Riley has for you.
Hey folks, it's the Club Reporter. HOSA Health Occupation Student Association is meeting up after school at A164. It is open to all students at Desert Vista and has a chance to explore your future and gain recognition at the state and international levels. We hope to see you there. Attention athletes, there will be another FCA huddle meeting this Wednesday, August 30th in the faculty cafeteria at 7 a.m. Please join us for fellowship, refreshments, and devotional. All are welcome. The Thunder Speech Theater and Debate Company is holding a fundraiser at Oasis all day Tuesday, August 29th. No flyer needed for this sweet treat. Just stop by Oasis and tell them that they're there to support the speech, theater, and debate team. Rho Kappa, Desert Vista Social Studies Honor Society is distributing applications. See Mrs. Mollenkampf in see 212 for details. Applications are due Friday, September 1st. Do you hear the stage calling you? Auditions for our first show this year, the musical How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. Auditions continue today, Tuesday after school in the Black Box Theater, A174. See the theater teacher, Mr. Gingrich, or choir director, Ms. Palermo, for more details. And finally, the library will be closed today and tomorrow and all day. If you have planned on using the library, you will need to make other plans.
Time to check in with the harbor. Let's take a look.
What's up, America? With the election right around the corner, which has been one of the most emotionally and politically charged elections we've seen in a long time, I want to have a conversation with you guys today about civic duty. The term civic duty can mean a lot of things. It can mean staying informed on issues that affect your local community. It can mean paying your taxes. It could mean defending your country if you were called upon. But more often than not, when the term civic duty is thrown around, what it's referring to is our right and responsibility to vote. And in terms of voter participation for the younger generation, our measure of civic duty has been pretty laughable. Let me give you some numbers. In the 2012 presidential election, 45% of voters 18 to 29 turned out to vote, which is down 6 points from the 2008 election. And youth turnout numbers, they get even worse in a midterm election. In 2014, less than 20% of voters 18 to 29 even casted a ballot. That's the lowest turnout rate ever in a federal election. I go in and out of high schools all the time. And I always hear students talking about the culture of America and changing the status quo, and they have these in-depth conversations about which political party they get behind. And I've even seen your guys' social media. I see you guys tweet about things that matter. I see you guys change your profile picture to some rainbow-colored photo. I've seen you guys use the hashtag Black Lives Matter, use the hashtag All Lives Matter. And what's crazy to me is, statistically speaking, how many of you don't get out from behind your smartphones or your computers to actually go do something about it? I don't think your generation understands that you guys have the ability to change the status quo. You guys have the ability to guide and change our country for generations to come. Whether it's voting, protesting, volunteering, you guys can do something tangible that can actually make a difference. Let me put it to you this way. There are roughly 46 million young people ages 18 to 29 who are eligible to vote. And there are roughly 39 million senior citizens who are eligible to vote. What that means is there are 7 million more young people in the world today who are eligible to vote, yet statistically, you vote the least. While every generation complains, your generation participates the least in a way that actually stands for something. Some of you watching this, you're 18, and you're gonna have an opportunity to vote coming up. But for some of you watching, maybe you're not 18. Maybe you got a couple years to go until you get there. But it doesn't mean that you can't exercise your civic duty at school. If you've ever complained about a school dance, or you've ever complained about the culture or leadership at your school, have you ever run for office? Have you ever run for student council? Have you ever voted those officials in? And if you haven't, I think it's important to remember, if you don't vote, don't complain. I think one of the biggest keys when it comes to civic engagement is you've got to stay informed. When it comes to things like elections, research the candidates, understand what their policies are all about. And when it comes to your local community issues, read the newspaper, talk to your parents, go to a city council meeting. And it's important to express yourself and have constructive conversations. And one way to do that is find someone who thinks different from you. Find someone who doesn't agree with you politically and have a conversation, not an argument, but have a conversation. Try to understand their perspective. Try to understand where they're coming from. Try to understand their view on an issue. And in doing that, not only will you get a new perspective, but you'll have a deeper understanding for why you believe what you believe. So why get involved? Why does it matter? Why is civic duty important? There are millions of people all across the world who can't vote. They have to protest, they have to fight just for the right to even cast a vote. And maybe you're sitting there thinking that your vote doesn't count and it doesn't actually even matter. Well, it does. You guys are a part of the biggest generation that has ever happened. And if you guys collectively get together, you vote, you protest, you get involved, you exercise your civic duty, you guys will make a difference. You will shape the future of this country. You've got to take pride in participating. You've got to take pride in getting involved. You have to take pride in voting. It's easy to share something on Facebook. It's easy to post a photo on Instagram. It's easy to use a hashtag on Twitter. But those things will never make an impact, like organizing an event, volunteering, checking a box in a ballot. Those things, your civic duty, that makes a difference. If you don't like the way things are, if you want something to change, it's your responsibility to exercise your civic duty.
Hey DV, here are your sports news for today. Stay cool this weekend at one of the 12 games the DV hockey team will be playing in the annual Labor Day weekend tournament. Games start Friday night and go through Monday. JV, D3, and D1 teams will be participating. Varsity football has their second game of the season this Friday, September 1st, at Basha.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
We'll see you on Thursday.